Assalamu alaikum students. Hope you all are fine and safe in your homes. Do you remember what is our last session? Yes, in the last session we had discussed about axis of the earth, hemispheres, and the continents which lie in northern hemisphere, southern hemisphere, the continents which lies on both the north and south hemispheres. Okay? Students, have you observed globe carefully? Yes, if you observe the globe carefully, you will find blue color lines on the globe. So what we call those lines? Yes, those lines are called latitudes and longitudes. In this session, we are going to discuss about latitudes and longitudes. If you observe the globe closely, you can see some lines drawn parallel to the equator and some lines drawn perpendicular to the equator. Okay, these lines are called latitudes. The lines which are parallel to equator, those lines are called latitudes. They are parallel to each other and never meet. Latitude range from 0 degree to 90 degree to the north and 0 degree to 90 degree to the south of the equator. The 90 degree latitude on the north is the North Pole and the 90 degree latitude on the south is the South Pole. There are 90 latitudes in the north and 90 latitudes in south. All the latitudes are circles except poles. North Pole, the Arctic Circle and the Tropic of Cancer are the important latitudes in the northern hemisphere. On the other hand, the South Pole, the Antarctic Circle and the Tropic of Capricorn are the important latitudes in the southern hemisphere. The climatic division of the earth can be studied with the help of latitudes only. Okay students, now you will find a table in your textbook as given below. Fill the table with the help of globe or map. What you have to do in this table, the names of latitudes are given there and the 0 degree latitude is equator which is already given, and you have to write the degrees of that particular latitude and its degree. Okay, so what is the North Pole degree? Yes, it is 90 degree N. So Arctic Circle, it is 66 half degree N. And the Tropic of Cancer is 23.5 degree N, which is present in north direction in northern hemisphere. So you have to mention N. Then equator is 0 degree, which is already written there. Tropic of Capricorn. So what is the degree of Tropic of Capricorn? 23.5 degree yes. And Antarctic Circle 66.5 degree yes. Why you have to mention yes there? It is the southern part. Okay, so that you have to mention yes. And South Pole, it is a 90 degree yes. Like that you have to complete the table in your textbook. Do you know students, the imaginary circular lines parallel to the equator are called latitudes. Latitude is related to the Latin word. It is derived from a Latin word latitudo. Latitudo. It means breadth. Breadth, width, extent, size, etc. Okay students, here you will get a question that, ma'am, why do latitudes get smaller towards the pole Which latitude is the biggest circle? So, answer is the equator is the biggest and the largest circle and divides the globe into two equal halves, two equal parts. All the other parallel get smaller in size. All the other parallel lines gets smaller in size in proportional to their distance from the equator towards the pole. It is depend upon the distance from the equator to the poles, so that the latitudes gets smaller towards the pole. Okay students. Now longitudes. We see certain lines drawn perpendicular to the latitudes on the globe. These lines connect the north and the south poles. They are called the longitudes. Longitudes are called meridians. 0 degree latitude is called the prime meridian or Greenwich. The line C opposite to it is called the international date line. Okay, the line which is opposite to the prime meridian is international date line and is found at 180-degree longitude. Based on these two lines, the earth is divided into two hemispheres. The one on the eastern side of the Greenwich is called the eastern hemisphere and the other is western hemisphere. Do you know students, the imaginary semicircle lines that join the north and south poles are called longitudes, as you know that. Longitude is derived from Latin word longitudo. It means length, long duration. Okay? Longitudes from the Greenwich to the international date line in the eastern from 0 degree to 180 degree E are known as eastern longitudes, and the longitudes from Greenwich to international date line in the western from 0 degree to 180 degree west are known as western longitudes. In fact, 180 degree E and 180 degree W longitudes are same as 180 degree, which is called the international date line. There are 180 longitudes in east and 180 longitudes in west. So total there are 360 longitudes including Greenwich. Calculating the exact location, time and climate of that place can be done with the help of latitudes and longitudes. So that means if we want to see the exact location of that particular place, we can find through latitudes and longitudes, and if we want to know the time and climate of that particular place, we can do with the help of longitudes and latitudes. Okay? Okay students, in the next class or in the next section, I will tell you some important facts of latitudes and longitudes. Hope you understood today's topic. Hope you understood about all these concepts. Allah Hafiz students.